Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this session, we did some throws, 2 sprints, and we did some sprints. What I'm going to show you is my exact warm-up routine before I ever run. This applies to when I go run sprints at the park. It also applies, obviously, before rugby practices, rugby games, anything of an explosive nature, field work, right? So these warm-up drills, you don't have to do them in the same order that I did them. I don't even do them in the same order all the time. They serve a couple of different purposes. So I'm going to go bit by bit and explain my rationale behind why I do every single one of these. So the first thing I'm doing here is some side shuffling. What I've come to find over the years, especially aging into my mid-30s, is my hips are always the most tight. The lateral portion of the hips, this kind of thing, my glutes, my adductors on the inner thighs. So that side shuffling up on the balls of my feet, I'll do that just like people jog around. I'll do that till the hips start to feel a little better. I'll do like 5 steps one way, 5 steps the other way, back and forth, back and forth. I'll then throw in some skipping. You can do this in a couple of different ways. When you're getting closer to the sprints or the practice or whatever itself, you can get up real high, make every one of those jumps super powerful. When I'm just starting out, it'll just be nice and easy, just like what you'll see here. I'll go back and forth between skipping, side shuffling, all that kind of stuff again, till I feel warmed up. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. When I feel warmed up in my hips, I'll always do some sort of hopping. This is not bounding. Bounding is something completely different where you're trying to launch up off your foot and get far. This is just nice and easy. Hop on one foot for a distance, then hop on the other foot for a distance. I'll do both foot together hops as well. Again, this is not like pogo hops or some of this other stuff. It's not very specific, guys, okay? So what I'm looking for in this is just now, the hips are nice and warmed up. Now I want the Achilles, the calf, the tibialis, all the lower leg muscles and the foot itself to feel nice and warmed up as well. This I decided to throw in some karaoke, whatever you call it. You know, that drill, I'm sure you guys have all seen it if you're athletes before. I don't always do this kind of stuff. Again, this was kind of putting everything together with the hips opening up, the lower leg muscles, this kind of thing. I did a few rounds through this. Next thing I did here is some jump squats, not max effort, full send jump squats or anything like that, just full triple extension, landed back down at the bottom. I did like 3 sets of 5 or 4 of this. I'm just going to show you one of them. The final thing I did here, which I'll always do before the big sprints or max effort movements, explosive stuff come in, is some buildups. So what I like to do is I like to start a real slow jog, then moderate, then after about 30-40 yards, open it up into a full 10-yard sprint there. So I'll just show you one of those. So the first actual sprint / throwing movement that I did was the behind the head med ball toss to a hill sprint, okay? The purpose of the behind the head med ball toss is triple extension, getting that power coming from your hips, kind of like a power clean, similar type thing, but obviously much lighter. So I'm trying to literally horse that ball back as far as I can, and then bam, hit those hill sprints. I did 10 of those. was done with my throws 2 hill sprints, I just did 5 max effort 15-yard sprints. I started in a 4-point stance like the good old football days there. That's it. Sometimes I'll start in a 2-point stance, sometimes 3-point, sometimes 4-point. I really like the 4-point because I feel like I can just really get that good explosion into the sprint. So here's the 5 sprints here. And then this mushroom that you guys see here, right? If I were to have eaten that, I'd probably get high for 10 full days straight. I don't know what the hell's going on with these mushrooms out here, but they're getting big. When I was done with my sprinting and park work, I did some obligatory pull-ups and curls. The pull-ups were very crossfit-y, kipping type of pull-ups, very explosive, using tons of body English. Not my usual, like if I'm doing a pull day or something like that, where I'm trying to feel the back and biceps, just get up there as quick as possible. I did 3 sets of 10 of that. Then I did 3 sets of 15 of hammer curls. I'm only going to show you guys one of those. As always, thank you for watching.